And now the body of the late Pope Francis will be lying in state at the St. Peter's Basilica beginning Wednesday, with the public viewing exercise expected to begin in the morning. The funeral mass for the late pontiff is scheduled for Saturday morning at the St. Peter's Square, conducted by Cardinal Giovanni Battista, the Dean of the College of Cardinals, before his remains are interred at the Basilica of St. Mary Major. Early Tuesday morning at the Vatican, Rome, Italy, approximately 60 cardinals gather in the Synod Hall for the inaugural meeting that would set the pace for the burial program of the late Pope Francis and the election of his successor. A moment of silent prayer for the repose of the soul of Pope Francis, opening the first general congregation of the College of Cardinals. Cardinal Kevin Farrell, the Camerlengo of the Holy Roman Church, reading to the assembly the testament of Pope Francis. The Congregation of Cardinals resolved to set the date of the funeral of the Holy Father for Saturday, with a mass set to be held at the St. Peter's Square and officiated by Cardinal Giovanni Battista, the Dean of the College of Cardinals. But before then, the body will be lying in state at the St. Peter's Basilica, where it will be moved in the morning. The Pope's body will be carried from the chapel of the Casa Santa Marta to St. Peter's Basilica, where the Cardinal Camerlengo will preside over the liturgy of the Word, after which the public viewing will commence until Saturday. This even as Vatican released details of the last moments of the Holy Father. The afternoon after he had offered what would be his last surprise to the 50,000 faithful gathered at the square after the blessing on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, the Pope decided to take a rest and later had a quiet dinner. At dawnbreak Monday, the first signs of a sudden illness appeared, prompting an immediate response from those keeping watch over him. Around an hour later, after making a gesture of farewell with his hand to a nurse who was taking care of him, lying in bed, he fell into a coma. The Holy See Press says he did not suffer, as it all happened quickly. U.S. President Donald Trump, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, French President Emmanuel Macron, Brazilian President Lula da Silva, and Polish President Andrzej Duda are among world leaders who have confirmed that they will be traveling to Rome to attend the funeral of Pope Francis.